The sea covers over 2/3 of the planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Hello everybody, Captain Dennis here at Squalus Marine Divers, and today is Black Rock Day. So we're going to a wreck that has been unidentified, so we're going to call it the Black Rocket Wreck, just because that's what today is. I found this wreck back in March, and you can see that little black spot there and that little black spot there. And then you can see the boat right underneath us, and all the squiggly lines on the right is us trying to find a place to drop the anchor. So we're pretty confident that we got it underneath us, and we dropped the anchor pretty close. It's a little deeper today than normal. Today we're going down 57 feet is the max depth. It was 65 degrees on the surface, but 52 on the bottom. There's me equalizing as I go down the anchor line. If you're claustrophobic, you might not like this dive. But feel free, if you feel concerned, you can just hit stop and walk away from the computer. As we go down here, we turn the lights on. You can see the difference. There's a little bit of a current, which was actually a benefit today, but not much. Now, I don't know what to expect, and I don't know if we're on top of it or not. But we're on top of it. It's a pretty big boat. Clearly a boat. Not what I expected to see. All these hydroids have been growing all over it. They like the colder temperatures. Now, as I'm making my way up the starboard side of the boat, something hits my knee. And first I thought it was a porta potty or something, but yeah, that's a baby car seat. Not something you really want to find on a shipwreck. So we're going to scoot on up to the bow. Still trying to make heads or tails of what this is. There's the anchor locker, and there's the... I think that's the anchor locker. Not very much of a bow to this ship. Now we're down at, let's see, 55 feet. And yes, that was a fish that just swam into my face. That kind of took me back a little bit. Now here's some, I think this is bimini. I don't think it's bow rail. I think it's too thin to be bow rail. This looks like, right here's another piece of it. Bimini for the canopy of the ship. And there's my anchor. There's really no chop or anything up top, so the boat's not really going anywhere. And you can see here that the anchor is draped across the front of the boat. So we're pretty good dropping it down. Again, it's right over through, I guess you could say I don't even know what kind of, if it's the wind, it's not the windshield, but kind of like a little overhang. Now we're on the port side. I'm going to sneak my head in here and hopefully you can see a little stair. The hatches are all pulled up and missing. And here we are on the stern. There's a swim platform, which is all fiberglass. So she's not too old. And of course, I can't see the name of the boat on the back, which I'm trying to look. Now back on the bow, I start rubbing, and what do I find? Here's the windshield. The glass is still intact. And I'm going to move back towards the bow again. I think this might be either where the bow light was, the nav lights for the port side, or it was for some kind of a railing. There's some line here. Oh, hold on one second. Just trying to film and work at the same time. It's not too easy. The thing that we had just looked at might have actually been where the cleat was, because this looks like it's what's left of a rotted out cleat. I haven't found the CT numbers. I was looking for that. Here you can see a hook in this line, so somebody's been fishing. The registration numbers is what I'm talking about when I say CT numbers. I was kind of hoping maybe I get something. Here's the anchor locker. This is pretty much flooded with mud. Here's the windshield. That's all glass, that dark black. I cleaned it away. Here's the starboard side of the windshield. And we're still good with gas. Now this is back on the stern. I'm just going to stick in there. You can see the engine. So it was an inboard or an IO. I think I can't. There's a rod holder. So it's a fishing boat. So if anybody wants to use fishing boat, I got one real cheap. Now we're on the transom, so we're going to look for the name with my knife. I'm going to be very delicate with the gel coat here. Now be careful. And I don't think we're going to find the name at this rate. Now this is what it's like down here with no lights. So we're pretty much done. So I hope you enjoyed that fiberglass boat. And it was a great exercise for us to use the sonar and be able to drop the anchor right on top of it. So Norm and I are going to make our way back up. We're going to do our safety stop. And I'd like to take a second and say thanks for sticking with us and watching all the videos with us. If you want, you can look us up on Facebook under Squalus Marine Divers. Or you can look us up on Instagram under Squalus Marine. Or you can go to our website, squalusmarine.com. If you have any sites or questions, feel free to email us at info@squalusmarine.com. Well, the old girl's still there. So we're going to hop out of the water and head back to port. So we look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, I'm Captain Dennis.